Are we going to have to fight all of our old enemies this week on the Hapless Heroes?
Are you going, as the kids say, goblin mode?
Hello and welcome back to the Hapless Heroes podcast. My name is Dave and I will be your host and dungeon master for this evening's continued carnage. So just to, slip us right into a nice salty bath of queso con carnage, we're going to start on my right with Lord and Cap we're going to start on my right with Mike as Lord and Captain Quinn Southwind.
Did you say queso de carnage?
Yep.
That sounds delicious.
I think it was queso con carnage or something.
Queso con carnage. I'm down. Let's do this. That was my intro. That was it.
All right. To his right, we have Nicole as Boris the Butcher.
Let me at him.
To her right, we have Zach as Parrot of Lincoln Woods.
I'm going to deal these freeholds a good deal. Wait, hang on. I'm going to case a deal a buttload of pain to these freeholds. End of pun.
That didn't sound pained at all.
Not forced.
It's a little cheesy,
stupid.
that's all.
Whoa.
To his right, we have John as Lord Jarrell the Light.
Remember, we have beaten you before.
And to his right, we have Francesco as Felix Hazelbottom.
I have a plan, and the plan is once again to blast.
Anyway, we started blasting. All right, we resume at the top of initiative.
Oh, that's me.
Yeah,
That's you.
nine turns remain until the bombs detonate, with you dangerously within range of them.
Yeah, that's fun. So
Yes, it is.
thankfully, Boris cleared out the bonework skeleton thing that was between us and
The one on your side.
Demon Pope Baby Thought of Vecna thing. But the Thought of Vecna gave me a thought previously, in that it created undead from the sides of this tower. Well, once per long rest, I too possess the ability to create undead. Do I get the feeling that I too could raise some of the parts of this tower to fight this demon baby with its own medicine, so to speak?
That's a good question, because this tower is definitely made of the dead, but these dead are claimed and belong to Vecna.
But I could make them mine instead,
You could,
and I would have control of them for 24 hours.
yes. Now, do you have to make any check, or do they just happen?
I mean, it just says, okay, well, he casts a spell only at night. Check. It's always night here.
Yeah.
It says choose
That's
up to
correct.
3 corpses of medium or small humanoids within range. I'm sure among the piles of flesh, bone, and blood that are on this tower, there is the composition of at least
Fantastic. Sure. I'll go
3
with it.
medium humanoids.
All right. Sounds great.
Yeah, right, because it's bonus action each of my turns. I can mentally command them. You understand how this works. You're using it yourself. And it would be under my control for 24 hours, after which it will stop obeying any command I've given it. So we'll have to kill it when we're done with it, which I had no plans of keeping it for long. I don't really need a pet. So, fuck it. You know what? I'm going to try it. Because if they last this combat, then I'll use them against the next one. 24 hours is plenty of time. I will attempt to cast Create Undead, targeting 3 humanoid-ish corpses of variety of parts in the
Yes.
in the side of this tower that I can like access.
Fair enough. Let's see.
Let me just check it
Yeah,
off. That I've
everything
used that.
seems to check out from my end. So yes, you may have the benefits of that that spell as written.
Fuck. Yes. Do I have bonework skeletons, or are these?
Unfortunately, you have it as written.
I have it as written, which is so they would be
Rules.
ghouls. Well, that's less fun.
It's slightly less fun, but I'm trying to tip the scales in my favor because I'm running slightly underpowered greatest hits monsters at you.
Fair enough. I mean, that's still fine. It's fun because I have friends for now, and it'll make it easy for us to smite them later. So honestly,
Yeah.
fair's fair. And I will, as a bonus action, then command them to attack the Thought of Vecna.
Okay.
You said it moved only 30 feet away from the tower, so these
Yes.
things can shamble 30 feet towards the baby.
Oh no.
Yeah.
The shambles.
Oh shit. Okay, they're not zombies, they're ghouls. So like they do it's less shambling and more hobbling.
Oops.
Okay. That's fine. Now you raise them from where you are, which is all the way far at the end by the bomb. So that 30 feet of shambling is still going to put them probably a good 120 feet. So maybe three more
Hold
turns
on.
away.
Hold on. I mean, I could do this within 120 feet. The range is not. Oh, the range is 10 feet. Never mind. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I guess they're next to me and not next to the demon baby. Son of a bitch. All right, well, fine. I will command them to go and attack that motherfucker.
Is this thing a baby?
Well, it's like
Well, it's more of
like
a child.
It's like a child. It's just I'm calling it a demon baby because it's just helping me like
I can get
You know,
behind that.
yeah.
Sure.
demon Pope kid. I don't know. Like, what do you want me to say? It's the Thought of Vecna. I mean, that's really
No,
what
no,
it's
no.
called.
Demon baby is the most appropriate shorthand for this, whatever this
Yeah.
thing is.
Thank you. Okay, so because it's evil and like possessed, and it's like it's Vecna. So, anyways,
Mhm.
so yeah, I do that thing, and then I tell Slim to continue moving. Right. Also, like towards the Thought of Vecna, so that she's like in range to provide help and distract it when Jarrell inevitably brings down the smite. And that's it. That's my turn.
All right. So there we go. Felix. Quinn, we have moved along to you.
Okay. And I have a bonework skeleton in front of me. Is that
You have
what-
the bonework skeleton right up in front of you.
All right.
But you also have Jarrell next to you, so that's
Yeah.
comforting.
Right. Yeah. I'm going to kind of prime this bonework skeleton for Jarrell, so I'm just going to do a quick little swipe of my rapier. 11.
Yeah, that's not going to get it done.
Sadness.
I'm going to hold on to my action surge, and I'm going to send Bardic Inspiration toward Jarrell again.
I didn't get to use it
I'm
last
brave,
time.
you're brave, let's be brave together!
I thought you used it on.
I thought he gave it to me again.
Yeah, I can give. Yeah, can I give it to him again?
If he's already
Yeah,
got
but I
it and
think-
hasn't used it, I
I
don't
think you
would
used
stack
it. You
up.
gave it to me last time too.
Yeah,
last,
did you
your
not
last
use
action.
it on...
on setting the bomb. Did you?
I
Yeah.
thought you used it on the bomb.
I did, but then you gave me it again before we, right?
Yeah, before you ran up, you inspired him as you ran away bravely into
I did,
combat.
I did.
Okay.
You're right.
Yeah.
So, retcon that. I'm going to.
Paradil's there still, though.
Yeah. So I'm going to inspire Paradil.
I
and
think
I'm
I
gonna
already
say,
have it from something.
It would have been only if it was more than 10 minutes ago. You don't have it anymore.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
and it would have been from me, as far as I know.
Yeah.
So I yell, "I'm brave. Jarrell's brave. Paradil, be brave with us."
I'm feeling so brave in the face of all these shambles, even.
Not shambles, hobbles. hobbles.
They're so similar to shambles.
And yet-
these skeletons hobbling, they're just so similar to shambling. But with this newfound bravery that I've been inspired with, I will soldier on.
And actually, I kind of have an idea. If these ghouls survive the combat, I might have them also be as a meat shield for us to duck the blast.
Good
Love
turn.
it.
Meat shield. No
Okay.
problem with that.
Anything else going on?
I'm gonna hold my ground and just kind of stay there and wait for Jarrell to buck up with me.
Okay.
Tal'Daria is a hold your ground state, so it's fine.
Sounds good. So let's see. Make sure I can.
Oh, so how many more?
All right. So yes, we move into enemies, and we're going to start with the bonework skeleton that's right in front of Quinn. Now Quinn took a swing at him. He's going to take his swings back. 3 attacks, 2 with talons and 1 with sting. So we'll go each of the talons.
I will
That
put
is-
one of those at disadvantage. I'm gonna go with the sting. I'm gonna try to block
Okay.
the sting.
All right. Talon 1 is a definite miss. Talon 2 is 9 plus 6, so that's 15 against armor class. How's that do, Quinn? 15.
That is a fail.
15 is a fail. And then the sting, which
Yeah,
is
I have a shield.
you're saying the sting is at disadvantage.
Yep.
Let's see. So that's not going to do it either. All right. All 3 attacks miss.
Thanks.
All right. So we got that. It's not going to be
Um,
moved because of
since-
Oppie.
I can hold on. Sorry, I have so many things to look at. Parry isn't parry when somebody misses me, I get a attack of opportunity?
Something
Is that
like
parry?
that.
Maybe
Sorry, I'm
that would
looking
be
up
a
like
reaction of yours.
15,000 things.
It's either parry
Yeah.
or I think it's riposte. Parry
Or-
is
I think you're right.
reducing the damage of an attack. Riposte will deal damage if they miss you.
Let me just make sure. I'm looking it up right now.
Parry is when damaged in melee, I can use a reaction to reduce it by whatever. And riposte is when missed in melee, I can use my reaction to make one melee attack
Beautiful.
versus the attacker.
So that's what I'm
Yep,
going to do.
Yeah, you expend 1 superiority die and make a melee weapon attack.
I'm going to use my lucky feat to reroll that because that was a nat 1.
Holy shit.
Is it a 2?
It's a 2. So
I knew it.
I love my new light up dice,
This is-
but it's not working out for me.
This is not the first time that you've done this, too.
No.
Like this happens
No.
to you more, like especially after
Yeah.
you use your lucky feat. It's
Listen,
like
an 8 is better than a nat 1, so I'm.
yeah,
I'm-
that's fair.
It is what it is.
It's still not enough to do anything.
No,
unfortunately.
but at least I
Alright.
don't stab myself with my rapier.
Mhm. All right. So that happens. So that's the bonework skeleton, but we'll go to the other part, which is the fun part, and that's our thought of Vecna now. It's going to hover up into the air a little bit and fly, because it's got a fly speed of 30 feet. Oh, in the direction of, let's see, 30 feet towards Quinn and Jarrell and Paradel. And it is going to cast Finger of Death at Jarrell.
hold
So
on. How far away is it from me when I see it cast this spell?
let's see. So it has now moved. It is, let's see, 160, 70, 80, about 190 feet away from you.
Son of a bitch. All right.
Let's get back to what this was. You are making a Constitution saving throw, Jarrell.
Okay, I'm pretty sure I can do this at advantage because of my Sword o' Justice, Holy Avenger.
All right. So do make your check, though.
You said Constitution?
Yes, a Constitution saving throw.
It's a 26.
Yeah, that will pass. So you are taking half then of 48 plus 30, so that's 78 divided by 2 is 35, 36, 7, 8, 39 necrotic damage.
Okay.
Ow.
Yep, that's all we can do on his turn, so that is the end of enemies.
And how far is it from me now?
It is now, let's see, so you had, that was 140 minus 60, so that's 80, 70, 60, it is 50 feet away from you.
Okay. I will smack the living shit out of the bonework skeleton.
All right.
Oh, did they take, when do they take their 3d8? Let me see. Might be the end of their turn.
It's when they end their turn, yeah.
So that takes another 3d8 radiant damage.
All right.
Do they have to repeat the save?
Yes.
Okay, what save is it making again?
Wisdom save against the DC of 19.
Yeah, no.
And it takes 9 damage off the bat.
All right.
And then
Okay.
I will smack it.
Smack it.
Ooh. It's. I rolled an 18, and I know 17s are hitting, and it's plus 15.
Yeah.
I don't feel like doing the math.
Yeah, that's gonna do it. Yeah, it'll do the job.
And then the second attack is an 18 because I rolled a 3. So that's gonna hit.
Okay.
I do an automatic 2d10 radiant damage. I think I will. Let's see. It's only slightly injured, right?
Yeah, right now it's only slightly injured.
I will do. I'm gonna just try to kill it. 2 first level divine smites.
Okay.
No, just 1.
So,
I'm gonna do 1.
So
we're
what
gonna
order
save
do
that
these
for later.
attacks hit in?
Hmm?
What order are these attacks hitting in?
The first one is the divine smite. The second one is not.
Okay. So
So-
we know that it hits. What's that first attack look like then?
So many dice. That's what it looks like.
29 radiant damage, and then 12 slashing damage on the first hit.
Okay, so 19 plus 20, you said?
It's 39 or 29 plus 12.
29. 29 plus 12. Okay.
29 radiant, 12 slashing.
Okay, good. The first one hits. As a reaction to that first one, we're going to take Vengeful Embrace, which is a attack with the shoulder blades weapon.
I remember this one, yeah.
Yeah. Plus to hit, reach 5 feet, 1 target. And if it gets you, it grapples you.
Okay.
That's an 18 plus 6. That's a 24 against your armor class.
Matches, so that's a hit, right?
Yes, so it's 2d6 plus 4 piercing, which is not a lot. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 13 piercing damage. And you are
Okay.
grappled.
Thankfully, you can still attack it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other attack will still go through.
Okay. Then I will, yeah, I'll still do the same plan.
Right.
So 2d10 plus 1d8. It's 14 plus 17 radiant damage and 14 slashing damage.
Okay, so 17, 7, 12, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, that is just enough to get the job done.
Nice.
Oh, well, you're not grappled anymore.
Yeah. You do,
And
however,
now-
have. Yeah. So you slash the bejesus out of this thing, and what happens out of it?
Yeah. I mean, it picks me up, and I just kind of like you think you have the upper hand kind of thing, and I just impale it with my sword, and just kind of like cut it in half. And then after that, I just march my 30 feet towards little demon pope.
Okay, the top half of it is still attached and slightly impaled through your shoulders, but you are not deterred as the front of this thing is just kind of like bouncing off your chest plate.
Sure.
It's nothing, just a flesh wound.
Yeah.
Do I
it's
get
just
within
the corpse
15
of his
feet?
enemies like hanging from his chest like a banner?
Right.
Let's see. So that would be 50 feet. So what's your move?
30. So I'm 20 feet away from him.
50. So 30 leaves you 20 feet. Yeah.
Yeah. Just 5 feet away from my radius.
Yeah. All right, so that is your turn, it looks like. You've done plenty of attacking. I think you've bonused. You've definitely moved. So, Boris, we're on to you.
Or is going to use cunning action to dash on Hector.
Can you use cunning action on a creature that isn't you?
On a mount?
Oh yeah,
I mean,
how does that
well,
work? What's the ruling on
Okay,
that?
so hold on. This is actually an interesting one. So hold on.
Yeah, because I know Hector functions as like an extension of me in terms of turn operation, but I guess I don't know if that applies to like
This is a good
being able to ride
philosophical
him
ability.
faster.
So there are mounted combat rules actually for 5th edition.
Okay, the rules as written is that you can use cunning action while you're mounted just fine. Dash, disengage, and hide are all valid actions for a mounted character, so a mounted rogue can do them as a bonus action. But this is from Reddit, so I mean, you know.
Jeremy Crawford, who's the guy who does the rulings and stuff, says that a rider and a controlled mount technically have separate turns, but they have the same initiative, which means you decide which one goes first. So like that's for the mound itself is the one that's dashing. The mount itself is what is dashing.
So if the mount dashes, that doesn't use my bonus action
Apparently does
at all
not.
then? But that's really not how we've been playing this like the entire time.
Not really.
At Hector, right?
No,
Like,
it has not. I didn't really understand how mounted combat worked in D&D, and I realized that there's actually fucking rules for this.
Yeah, the
mount
thing
is
I'm
its
looking
own
at
the
says that
mount
it
is
needs
its
to
own
use its
independent
own
entity.
action, right?
Yeah, so the mount would use its action to dash. You would retain your action economy.
Right.
dope.
Sounds convincing enough to me. There you
so you
go.
can still use cunning action at some point for yourself.
Oh,
That's
even
Sure, the
better.
mount has
That's
dash.
that's okay. I mean, to be fair, we've been playing essentially handicapped then while you've
Yeah.
had Hector. And so, if anything, now we've discovered a cool new thing that
Yeah.
we've always been able to do.
What other
Yay.
what other actions would your mount make?
That's really about it.
No, you dash every single turn, otherwise you're leaving economy on the table.
Well, I mean, Hector, technically speaking, can like grapple and attack things.
Oh,
kind of,
okay.
right? He's not designed
Right.
to do that, but based on the fact that he's sort of loosely based on the giant crab attributes, with some significant adjustments to them.
Okay, yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah, so
Right.
you would be
He can
dashing
use
in
his
lieu
front
of.
claws to like grapple or like hit something with his claw or whatever. Not
Right. It could also
particularly
it could also disengage. It could dodge. You know what I mean? Like
he could also technically he could be a crab shield for me.
yeah, but the rider determines essentially which acts first in initiative because they have the same turn. They have separate turns but the same turn.
Cool.
Sounds absolutely fantastic. All right.
Mhm.
All right, so Hector dashes at Dead Kid or Demon Baby.
Okay.
I have
So-
him noted as
Demon
Dead Kid
Baby.
on my notes. But
What
Demon
is
Baby,
Hector's base move speed?
60.
So it's a 120 foot dash then.
Yeah, so I'm 10 feet away from Demon Baby.
Okay, sure. We'll say you're 10 feet out.
And I bust out a hand crossbow and shoot him.
All right, hang on. So
One of my hand crossbow
Joel,
plus 2s.
Boris. Okay, so you are shooting. Yes.
There's nothing that gives me any sort of, advantage for the sneak attack here, but go ahead.
That's all right.
And 28.
28 is going to hit.
Perfect. Yeah, it's gonna be such a small amount of damage after my last attack. Oh, that was rough. 10.
Wow,
Is that a
I rolled a
magical hand
2.
crossbow?
it's a +2.
Yes, it's a plus 2.
Okay,
The fancy
so
ones that I pulled out of the trading room.
Okay, it takes the 10 then.
And then with my cunning action, I guess I can't. I mean, if I use my cunning action to dash, I'm dashing off of Hector. Then,
Yes.
right? Because Hector is moved as far as he can.
And you have to use half of your movement to dismount. That's actually one of the things I just read too.
I read that
half
too.
of your,
Yeah. So it would take 15 to dismount, and then I'd have 45 to actually move because it's half of the regular.
Yeah, because you could break up your moves so that you're doubling it after you've dismounted.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. So you're within 10 feet, and Jarrell is within 20 feet, right?
Yep.
It's fantastic. You have attacked. I am going to take a reaction.
Hasn't done one of those yet.
Yeah. Or actually, no. I'm not going to be doing that. Keep going.
Uh-oh.
Oh, okay.
That means he's holding it for a better opportunity.
Oh, good. We don't know that, though, so.
I'm pretty sure I can't. I mean, I suppose technically speaking, according to my character, I could try to hide behind Hector, but I really can't actually, like, roleplay hiding behind Hector right now. So, nope, that's... I guess I use my cunning action to disengage.
You're not in melee.
I'm not really in. Engaged
Yeah, and
right
if you
now.
were disengaging, you would also be again moving off of Hector.
Off of Hector, yeah. Okay, never mind. I just stay on Hector. That's it. I don't use my bonus action for anything right now.
Sounds good. Okay, at the end of your turn, I will take a legendary action.
A legendary action.
Yes, and use Necromancer's Bolts. The thought of Vecna fires bolts of necromantic energy at up to 3 creatures it can see within 30 feet. Each target must make a DC 19 Constitution saving throw. Okay, so both Jarrell and Boris make Constitution saving throws.
Is Boris within
this?
30 feet of me? Because we still get advantage on saving throws. But it's versus spells, so I don't know if this counts.
It's not a spell. It's an
action.
It's an action, like an ability this thing has. It's a legendary action. What is it? What does this look like? It's like little bolts.
Yeah, Necromancer's Bolts.
Which type of saving throw was that?
It is a Constitution saving throw. So the thought of Vecna throws his hands up in the air and goes, blah, da, da, watch it, and fires out of both his left and right hands a looking shadowy bolt of coruscating, crackling darkness that flies at both Jarrell and at Boris.
Okay,
And you
Boris
won't make
does
your-
get my aura of protection, which just adds my charisma modifier, which is 5 now to save.
The saving throw. Okay.
Oh, whew. I get exactly 19 then, which doesn't actually save me, right? Does it? Or I need 19?
We don't know
What
the
is this
DC.
Constitution?
Okay.
It is 19 is the DC.
Oh, okay. We know the DC now.
Yeah.
Constitution, you said?
Yes.
26.
Okay.
Nice. Way to go, Jarrell, with the auras and shit.
All right.
Maybe I
And
should be closer.
does matching pass then, or does matching fail?
Matching passes.
Matching passes. Okay. So 22, 4d10 necrotic, and it says nothing about half damage. So, all right, nobody is taking damage from that one.
Yeah.
Ooh. Probably.
All right.
I mean, the thing is, legendary actions. He's got. That's like at the end of anyone's turn. So.
Yeah. All right, so that will be the end of Boris's turn. We now move on to Paradel.
How far am I away from the nearest enemy now?
Paradel, you are, let's see, I think you are 50 feet away if you had moved up towards where,
He was engaged, I think, pretty much with the bone work thing. Weren't you?
Yeah.
Or you
Was
were
I
close.
engaged?
You
No,
were
he
close.
just
I know
shot
you were
it.
close.
Paradel was.
He just
Paradel
You
had
shot it.
moved-
Yeah, you just shot it though. You were just out of range.
Yeah, he
Because
shot
you
it
moved
with
50, yeah.
Gladys.
Okay.
You could catch up to Jarrell right now, though.
Yeah, as
All right.
long as you have a 30-foot move, you should be able to catch Jarrell.
He's
I
got
have 25-foot move.
But wait,
and
how far could you go with the moon shoes?
I'm not gonna waste that now.
Okay, fair.
Save charges
Is
the
the-
moon juice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I need to keep those fully charged.
That's
I
fair.
feel at the present moment.
that's fair.
Also, I think I need to all I remember is that is a battery that can run out. And
Yeah.
I'm not fluent on the whole rules, so I think I need to review what happened in that episode still, because I don't think I wrote down the entire thing. But yeah, I am going to move another 25 feet forward and take another shot with Gladys Knight heavy crossbow.
Okay. You are taking it at, you're taking it at the thought of Vecna then.
Yes.
Yeah, because it's the only live target. No.
Oh, wait. Yeah, that's okay. That's the only live target.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. That's 18 to hit.
18, okay, that will hit.
That's another 10 damage.
All right, and that becomes 5 since Gladys is not magical.
Great. And oh man, yeah, I'm
Guess you're getting the hits in.
yeah. I think that's it. That'll be my turn.
Okay, that is the end of Paradol. That is the end of combat round. We have 8 rounds remaining before the bombs detonate.
Oh, good.
We are back to the top with you, Felix.
I'm going to do the thing that warlocks do. First, I'm going to move 25 feet closer.
All right.
And then I am going to Eldritch Blast.
Okay, so let's see, 25. That puts you, what, about 105 feet away or so?
Yep, that'll work for me.
All right, sounds good.
And fire away. Oh, yes. The lowest is an 18
Okay,
on these
so
four
you'll
rolls.
get your hits in.
Okay. Yeah, the rest is like, we're talking like high 20s or low 30s. 28 force damage.
All right.
Again, its speed is reduced by 10 feet until the end of my next turn.
Okay.
And I push it 10 feet closer to Jarrell.
Oh, so now
All
it's
right.
within my Spirit Guardians and must make a DC 19 saving throw of wisdom.
On whose turn?
As soon as it enters
entered
the
it.
area.
Yeah.
Okay. So it makes it now on this turn, it's DC 19. What kind of
Wisdom.
DC 19 wisdom? Okay.
Combo.
Passes.
Damn.
That takes half damage.
Still combo.
Of 3 d8. Ooh, 19. So it takes 9
Okay.
radiant damage.
All right. Still
I also
separate.
just realized something because like I'm about to command these ghouls. Now that I've pushed the thought of Vecna into range of the Spirit Guardians, these ghouls were not among those chosen when the spell was cast to be safe from the Spirit Guardians. So if they enter the area, they're going to get blasted by Jarrell's spirit buddies.
Yeah.
So
150%.
Joseph the Just and yeah.
I am going to order them to run like at the Omnibombs and just sort of like guard them. I'm going to send 2 to the one
Okay.
that's closest to me, and then I'm going to send 1 out, like to the one that's like further away. Just have them keep moving in that direction. So I'm going to send the other guys back because I realize like my little ghoul dudes are just going to get absolutely shredded as soon as they try to attack this thing by Jarrell, because it's like to Jarrell these are just another undead, but right now these are my tools. I'm going to use them. So that's what I do with that action. And then let's see, how far is Slim now that all the moving's happened? Remember, I moved her. She's moved a total of 60 feet closer since the start of combat. So if I'm 105 feet away.
I was going to say, my last note has Slim at 130 feet away.
Yeah, but then this thing like started flying and doing everything, so I pushed it again 10 feet. But whatever, I'm going to have Slim literally just take the dash action and fly as fast as she can, because she moves 60 per turn, so I'm sorry. So I guess if I dash and move 120, I just want to get her up in the face of this fucking thing. or at least close, so that at least next turn I can get her to do the help action. I think dashing 120 should at least put me in range. Or put her in range. Put it in range. I don't know. It's a familiar. It takes many shapes.
Okay, so Slim is just going to be within range. Okay.
That's it. Just wanted to get her there ready to help for the next turn. And that's it.
All right. Okay. Anything else on your turn then, Felix?
No, that's it.
Okay, fantastic. Quinn, we have moved on to you.
So I am how far from Vecna? The thought of Vecna?
What does it say?
You are, let's see, it has moved slightly closer to you, so I would say you are, let's see, how far behind Jarrell were you? About 30 feet behind?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
So
Jarrell
20,
would have moved ahead of me.
30,
Yeah.
20, so it is 50 feet away from you now.
Okay. I'm going to cast Haste on myself.
Okay.
It doubles my speed. It gives me a +2 to bonus AC, or a +2 bonus AC. Advantage on dexterity saving throws. And I also gain an additional action that can be an attack, dash, engage, disengage, hide, or use
baby.
object.
Hasty boy.
So, I'm going to double my speed, which means I move right up to him. I'm going to then use that bonus action to attack. So I'm going to attack with my rapier. That is going to be a 21.
Okay, you are attacking, so you've moved all the way in and are attacking with the rapier?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm brave now.
All right, Quinn is right next to Jarrell. Okay, sounds good.
I assume that hits at 21.
Yes, the 21 does hit.
Hell yeah.
Okay, that is 8 damage.
8 damage. All right, and I am assuming that is magical, correct?
Yeah, you got a fancy rapier, didn't you? At least. I'm pretty
Oh
sure.
yes, my +2 rapier.
All right, yes,
Huzzah.
that's all we need.
So yeah, so that's 10 damage. And then I'm gonna hold my space because I am a mage slayer, so I'm hoping that can give me some advantage here.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
Jarrell, you did not use my bardic inspiration, correct?
No, I didn't
Okay.
need to.
So I'm going to throw it at Boris. Then I think this is my last one.
Hopefully we get short rest between these things.
I'm gonna save it. Sorry, Boris. I'm gonna save it because, I'm gonna save it.
Cool.
Forget it. I will end my turn.
Okay, sounds great. We are now on to enemies, and we only have one enemy of which to speak. So let's see. What do we want to do here? Yeah, we'll get back to the innate spell casting, and we are going to cast Harm. And we are actually, you know what? We are going to point it at the last person attacked. So, Quinn, it is coming at you, and you will need to make a Constitution saving throw.
At advantage.
Hey.
I think at advantage and +5. I think that's how that actually works. Is aura protection and the sword of justice.
This is a Constitution saving throw, correct?
Yes.
Okay, never mind.
Did it at advantage and added 5.
I did do it at advantage, and I was trying to hope that something else of mine could protect me here. But so +5, and it's Constitution. So actually, not too bad. So 21, actually. Now that I realize my Constitution saving throw is a +8.
Okay. Nope, a Constitution, that will do it. And so you are taking half as much on 14d6 necrotic.
14d6.
14d6, yes.
Oh, thank God I succeeded on that, huh?
So let's see. You are taking. Yep, you take, let's see, 25, 26, 7. You take 28 necrotic damage.
28 necrotic damage. I'm going to use my superiority dice to take less damage.
You
So I'm gonna parry.
that?
Yep.
Can you parry a spell?
Oh, no, I can't.
Yeah.
Logically, I found
fucking-
that hard to understand.
That'd be a hell of a fucking
Sorry.
parry.
Listen, I tried. All right, so 28. Well, but we had the 20 temporary hit points, right? So I didn't really lose much. Cool.
Thanks, Hedrick. Shout out.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Seriously, buddy.
Okay, let's see. Now we are still on, let's see, we've taken a Felix bolt recently, so we are still on half speed. Is it half speed or minus 10 feet speed?
Just minus 10. Just minus 10.
Minus 10, so 20 feet of fly. I don't think fly gets you out of oppies, though, does it?
I think it should be as long as you're moving out away from melee combat,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. So no, we're not going to do that.
So was it the thought of Vecna that shot me with that spell?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So because I'm within 5 feet of him, I can use a reaction to attack him, though. Because I'm a Mage Slayer.
All right.
That'll
Sorry. I have so many different pieces to my character that I'm trying to keep it all up. All right. So I'm going to make another rapier attack. Oh. 15. Well, 15 is +2 also added to my attack as a magic weapon.
Yeah, like it gets, it's added in addition to the bonuses.
17.
Okay, 17 hits.
Yeah. Oop. I almost rolled another d20. So it's going to be 12 damage.
All right.
12 piercing
damage.
damage.
Okay. Wonderful. That is the end of enemies then. Since that's everything you got. Jarrell, we have moved on to you.
Oh, okay, cool. Whack him twice more.
You'll whack him twice more.
First one is a hit for sure. It's 16 plus 15, so it's 31 to hit.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Nice.
And the second one is a 27 to hit. How's he looking?
He's starting to finally take some damage.
Okay.
He's a bit of a tank.
Well, I have a feeling that we have to kill this thing to get the bubble away from us, so I'm gonna use...
That is also my assumption.
Yeah. I'm gonna use both of my last... Well, I have one more first level Divine Smite I can use, or a first level spell I can use later. But that's 3d8 per hit. 26 plus 16 is 42, right? And then...
So that's radiant damage you're doing there?
Yep, that's just the radiant damage. Plus 31 slashing damage.
So
and it had to make that Constitution or Wisdom save again for my Spirit Guardians who are still hanging around.
Wisdom save, you said?
Yep.
Mhm.
Let's see, that is going to be a 24.
Yep, that beats it. So it takes half of that too.
All right, so what's my total here? You're throwing around a lot of numbers.
So 49 radiant and 31 slashing.
Okay.
Fair enough. It's definitely starting to look somewhat worse for wear.
We'll take it.
Yeah. All right. Anything else on your turn then, Jarrell?
No.
Okay. I'm just going to move on right along to Boris then.
Well, Boris is just going to sneak attack it by flinging our dagger without even needing to move, since half the team is within 5 feet.
Yes.
Punching it right now. At 25.
25 does hit.
54. That was a good one.
4. Oh boy. All right. So we are definitely very low now.
Yes.
That's all Boris does. That's it.
All right.
Those are
That's
dagger
all
ones.
Boris does. Okay, wonderful. At the end of your turn, we are going to do that. We're going to have us another legendary action. We are going to definitely throw those Necromancer's bolts at the 3 people who are in range. So Jarrell, Quinn, and Boris, you are all making Constitution saving throws.
You all get to add +5.
I really should have moved.
Is this with advantage again?
No, you just get +5. It's not a spell.
Oh, right. Got it.
So he raises his hands in more gibberish. Omniba Shroop-de-day, sounding very Indiana Jones in the Temple of Doom, and throwing his hands up, only this time also throwing a foot out behind him so that 3 bolts fly out at the 3 of you. Let's see. Quinn, what do you have?
22.
22 passes. Boris,
Including the extra 5, I have 18.
18 does not get it done. And how about you, Jarrell?
25.
25. Okay, so let's see, and that is 4d10 necrotic that you are taking there, Boris.
Does this count as an attack
11,
that I could
Not really.
uncanny dodge? No? Yeah.
18, 29. Okay, so you take 29 necrotic damage.
Ugh.
Hold
Let's
on.
see.
How does Uncanny Dodge work again?
Uncanny dodges, as a reaction, I can have the damage of an attack from an attacker that I can see.
Gotcha. I guess this wasn't really counted as an attack. It's a
Not
legendary action, right?
Yeah, it's not really an attack, I don't think.
Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah.
29, that's cool.
Are we
Okay.
taking half that or no?
No, if you've passed, you don't take it.
Cool.
1 pile of bones or corpse of a medium or smaller humanoid within 10 feet of each target is affected as if by the animate dead spell. Well, we got some bones within 10 feet of Jarrell.
God damn it.
See what animate dead does for that. Okay, great. It literally just becomes a skeleton at this point. It's on its feet, but it's not anything particularly special to write home about. It's mostly just still attached to the front of you, Jarrell, but it is now reanimated its arms and is weakly banging on your chest piece.
I sense desperation. Oh, it actually entered the area of his spirit
Yeah, so it
guardians
takes
for the
3d8
first time.
Yes, and it was reanimated in the range of the spirit guardians.
Yeah. So
So-
Joseph the Just and yeah. Does it?
So- You mind if I call the audible on this one? Joseph the Just and St. Cuthbert both come up and each put an arm around the shoulder of the skeletons and just kind of gently lift it off and escort it off to the side like they're just bouncers escorting.
Yes.
Yeah, you've had enough for today, buddy. Let's go. Come on. So that
Excellent.
happens, and all right. So that is the end of Boris's turn. Paradel, how about you close us out?
That I will. I think I am within 25-foot range,
hmm
All right.
correct?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
And I'm going to approach with Denoise and Defunk drawn.
Okay, he pull up.
I'm just gonna go fucking wild with Defunk right now. You're gonna.
Sounds good.
Are you going, as the kids say, goblin mode?
I think I'm going goblin mode. No, I'm going gnome mode. I'm a
Gnome
proud
mode.
gnome.
Yeah, that's
Gnomes
right.
don't go goblin mode. I'm sorry.
That's true.
Gnomes go gnome mode.
Gnome mode. He's going gnome mode, folks. You heard it here first.
Especially
As he
Paradol.
said-
He's like a very proud gnome.
He said no mo. I'm going no mode.
That's correct. All right. First swing. Fuck. It's Ooh, I'm gonna add Quinn's inspiration to that.
Hey, there we
Hooray.
go.
Where's my dang D12? That's a D12, right? All right, that's 18 to hit.
Yeah, that does it.
Okay, and that is that's a 9.
That is a very promising number there.
Second hit. I'm just going wild. I'm going swanging.
All right.
That is a 17.
That is a 17, which also hits.
That is a 12 damage.
That is 12 damage. All right. Do you have any more attacks going?
Uh-huh.
All right. Roll that beautiful bean footage.
It's a 27 to hit.
27 definitely does it.
Heyo.
That's an 11 damage.
That is 11 damage. All right. So how about you tell us how you have struck down, at least at this point, the thought of Vecna?
I'm still going.
Oh, okay. Keep on swinging then.
That's 26 to hit.
I mean,
does
you
it.
hit a corpse now, so.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
what I'm doing.
Okay, you do you.
That's 6 damage.
He's just kicking it in the ribs now.
Yeah. It pissed me off. It's hurting my friends, and I am.
And we already
really-
killed this before. Come on.
I'm done. I'm done with this. And my offhand attack, of course.
All right.
Ooh, that's a 12.
That is a 12. All right.
Your offhand, you rip off his arm and smack him in the head with it. For
Actually, I mean, well, that is a nat 1, so what happens?
That is the nat 1.
Yeah.
Oh,
The-
no.
So,
My hubris got the best of me.
yeah.
You did this to yourself, yeah.
All right.
Split
So
his
we are
hand,
going
trails and
to
fall.
take that last attack. We're going to grab it. We're going to put it off to the side. We're going to hang on to it. Describe how the previous attacks kill the thought of Vecna.
Well, after the first 3 hits, it like evaporates in this like golden bluish glow,
All right.
and it sort of like dusts itself into like dissolution, and there's like a little snap at the end of it, and
Yeah.
then I keep on swinging through that.
All right. So you swing on through the snap and whoosh, 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 whoosh. And
Just 2
as
whooshes.
as your whoosh whoosh goes by, darkened tendrils from the various parts of him that are discorporeated start reaching back together.
Ew.
The various dark threads of necromancy that held this thought of Vecna together draw it back in as the death ward that it was carrying snaps it back to 1 hit point. And with your last attack, with the nat 1 that swings, it catches your hand, though swinging at the wrist. Not this time. And that's
Oh,
where
no.
we're going to call today's episode of the Hapless Heroes podcast.
Oh, how could you do this?
Make it save against my my spirit guardians.
Oh my god.
Make it safe, yeah.
I will make it save against the Spirit Guardians next time. But if you like us until then, you can find us on the internet. We are in such places as, for its final twitching, convulsing, dying days, Twitter at Hapless Heroes. We're also on Instagram at Hapless Heroes. And if you search Facebook for Hapless Heroes Podcast, you could find us there. Either of those places if you continue to fuck with the Zuck. Anyway, all of those places will take you to the crown jewel of our internet presence, the place where you really want to be and the place where we really want you to be. Our Discord server where you can meet and greet and chat and hang out with us on a daily basis because we are there every day because we know no better way to live our lives than on the interwebs, specifically through Discord. Now, if you really like us, though, you could leave us a 5-star review on the podcast service of your choice. I'm sure you've got plenty of different podcast services that you've listened to. I'm certain that you've resolved on one. And if you're this deep in the podcast, you probably already know. But if you don't, I'm going to remind you to leave a review wherever your podcast allows you to do it. With our special set of skills, we will find that review. We will read it. We will acknowledge you on air as the 5-star human that you are. But if you really, really like us, just really like us wasn't enough, but you really, really like us, you can donate to our Patreon, patreon.com/haplessheroes. There is a number of reward tiers there, but some of those ones, maybe not the base bottom one, but anything above that's going to get you access to some pretty cool stuff, like our our patron lounge channel in our Discord, an extra special place where we do our posting with our pinkies in the air. But also in that channel and also on our Patreon, you get access to our outtakes, our bloopers, and maybe some kind of offbeat shows that we've recorded in between episodes.
Yeah.
I'm sure you'll love it. The kids love it. Everyone loves it. It's a good time. You should join.
And I want to
Except
say,
for Jeff.
except for Jeff. Come on, Jeff.
Jeff
Get it
hates
together.
it.
Get
He
it.
sucks.
Get it the fuck together, Jeff. And I will say, this is our last episode that will be airing in 2022. So we'll see you in the new year. Thank you, and happy New Year to all of you.
Yeah.
And if you like us, right now you like us, Sally Field, and the whole deal, make a meatloaf and then slice very thin slices of it. Ketchup or gravy, it's your choice. I don't want to, dictate what kind of meatloaf you're going to be making, but take a couple of those slices to your local print center or office supply store, and wherever has like a lamination service, and laminate your slices of meatloaf and bring them to your local library and display them as your special little artworks, and say that everybody should listen to Hapless Heroes podcast.
Thank you very much.
That was one of
That's what you
I was
should
gonna
do
say.
if you
I was
like
gonna
it.
say that was one of the rare ones where you could definitely tell that the idea stopped for a moment.
I don't know what you're talking about, Fran. That seems cohesive and
just-
coherent. And
Just
that's
go
all I've
out.
got to say about that.
Just go out there and laminate your meatloaf, folks.
Laminate your meatloaf and put it on display at the library.
Yep. That was a thought that warmed me to the cockles of my heart. And venturing a little further, maybe into the subcockle regions, maybe the lungs, maybe the liver, we're going to outro our cast, and we're going to start
Cockle
on...
region.
Yeah.
The balls.
We will start on my left with the fabulous Felix Fizzlebottom, played by Francesco.
I had a plan.
To his left, we have Lord Jarrell the Light, played by John.
Until next time.
To his left, we have Herta Lincolnwoods, played by Zach.
Ooh, whoa.
To his left, we have Boris the Butcher, played by Nicole.
Won't that thing just die already?
And to her left, we have Lord and Captain Quinn Southwind, played by Mike.
Slashing at mages and taking names.
My name is Dave. I've been your host and dungeon master for this evening. Join us next week as we continue this little imbroglio we got here. It's going to be a good time. Please join us. See you then. Bye-bye now.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. Goodbye now.
Cockles.